Hello, and welcome to A Craft with Me. I've got out my big book today because I need to have a little time to regroup because I discovered this morning that I made a ugly mistake, a typo on my new Etsy journals, my hand-painted cover journals. I had an 8 instead of a 2 in the an 8 instead of a 6 in my shop, and I'm glad that I discovered it, but I'm so unhappy with myself, and you know how that can just kind of put you off your better angels. So, what to do? Sit, relax, and craft. The great cure-all. I've purchased this of the Wichita Eagle and Beacon since 1872. I don't know what made my hand go to this, but I purchased this a few weekends ago at an antique mall outside of Lake City, and I just love some of the illustrations of the era, particularly the earlier ones back here. This is 1928, and back, look at the some of these illustrations are just to die for. And here we're back to 1910, and wasp waists, finer than ever and more of them in 1908, and so forth. So I've decided that I'm going to make a multi-pocket, almost full-page ephemera collector for journals, and I chose this page because I thought I would be able to use this and fold it up upon itself. And in order to get the number of shell pockets that I wanted, I decided that I'm going to use two sheets of paper, one folded like so and one like so, and they come out to be one in the back, 2, 3, 4, and they could even have a side pocket, so which would be 5. So I'm going to use this page. I've marked about the center. This is lovely paper in this book. Let's see what's happening. Plane lost with 8 on board. 1929. Oh my goodness. The Depression beginning. So I'm going to take this to my cutter, and I'm going to go right up the center, and then I'm going to see about how I want to fold this, how best to do that job. I will be right back. Now I've decided that I want this to be about 5 by 8-ish for a 6 by 9 inch page. So I put the approximate template of what I want here, and if I go here, that will give us all of the those neat houses. So I'm going to take this one off here, and the fold up will be this back, which is very nice. Let me take this out. This could fold up. You don't need quite that much, so definitely take this off. And this off. A little narrow, but that's fine. Maybe a little too narrow. Let me see. Okay, that's just about 5. Let me see if these are going to work, because I would like to use these. Oh yes, they will fit a treat. And now I have that much. And I'm going to need a second sheet. I'm so happy that I found this this book, and I particularly like the fact that it was not newsprint. It's heavier paper. Let's go over to here. And at least we'll have the same width. Now, I can put that aside for the moment. All right, now the trick is to get the 2 pages equalized at the top. Now, do we like that house or do we like that house? I think that one. So, okay, we have top and top. So that's 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 4. Okay, yes, so that's 1. Oh, the logistics, the logistics. One, 2. Well, Carol, let's not be silly. Of course you're going to get that if you push that one down. Alrighty. Let's push that one down even further. Let's do just that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And does it work? Yes, it does. In fact, we can come down further. Push this one down further. Yes. This one must stay. This one must drop down. Oh, let's take this one up. I like that. I like that. Now, where's the long john here? Oh yes, oh yes, yes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fold. And I found these two goodies for $3.94 at Walmart. And they work beautifully. All right, so there we have it. I'm going to use walnut stain to distress these edges, and I'm thinking I'm going to back this to give it a little bit more heft, because I don't know how I will use it on the page, or how anyone else would want to use it if I decide to share it. So, yes. Right, my kingdom for my pencil. Keep that where I can see it. And let me cut this piece of nice heavier weight stock. And the reason I'm making sure I have this is because I'm going to sew around the edges. All right. Much better. Much better. Now I'm going to distress and sew, and I'll return, because you certainly don't need to watch this for the 9,000th time in your life. Well, I almost had another calamity, and I couldn't stand to have one after the big one. So I needed to put some very mild stenciling on each one of these dip pockets, and had I done that, it would have been an ugly experience trying to make this work. Just a tiny little bit. Just the tiniest. That's number one leg. Number one. Here is number two. Let's see, we had flowery, so now we're doing geometric. Get the flowery out of here. Let's see, a little more. Good. Good. A little more. Floury next. Out of the way. I don't know. I envy anyone who can do this without talking to themselves, even though I'm sharing with you, because you're crafting with me. Now let's see. Okay, mission accomplished. And the last one. Just a little bit on top there. Make sure that's lined up properly. Got it. So, here we are, thus far. And I'm going to put just a tiniest bit of glue here, and then I'm going to sew all around the edges. Just the littlest bit here in the middle, where I will not be sewing. I'm going to step over to my other table and sew. Well, my mind is just racing on all cylinders now. Before I do anything on the front, however, on those pockets, I want to make sure that there is a journaling spot here, because I'm a firm believer that the back is almost as important as the front. So, I'm going to try this, and then stays on timber brown. Then I'm going to put on some journaling lines with my go-to piece of corrugated. Well, light, but there nonetheless. Now, let's eliminate this. And let's try some lines here. Lay this down. Oh, I do like this little board of mine. The more layers on it, the more cooperative it seems to be. There we go. So, the back now. I'm not going to put this away because the very second that I put it away, I'm going to decide that I need it again. So, up there. Now, I was thinking this, with a piece of this behind it, would be rather nice. Now I can't get too crazy, because it will outgrow. It will outgrow the top of the page. But I think I'm going to staple that. Because the staples will not show. But it will hold together while I work on this. This is a piece from my stash box from my chopped journals. And that would go here, and that would go there. And let's see. Yes, we can do that. So, glue and glue. There we go. Better. Having to wear these reading glasses is a new thing for me, but waiting for cataracts to get ready presents all sorts of little annoyances. Now, that will be all over. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Now, I'd like the zigzag stitching to show. And some more there. And some more here. Righty, a start. Now, some matching lace across this first pocket as a base. Again, wanting the right up to under there. Okay, we can do this. Let's see, is there a right side? Oh yes. Oh yes. And now you know what I'm popping up to get. There we go. Ready now. Thinking a bit of paper. And then I'm going to put some zigzag on it before I glue it. Ready? Now, that. Then, sometimes less is more, but this is a more is more situation. Right there. I think that will do it. Yes, I do. Let me see, right side. Oops, right side. Let's see. There is. Yes, there's the top of the stitch. Right there. I'm not used to having this glue that it starts to get to the bottom of the bottle a little bit, and I know that it, I've heard enough people talk about it, it does change its ways, doesn't it? Okay, Just there. So, let's see what we can have on this section and this one. See if there's anything here or not. Or not. Well, we don't have any music. We don't have any music. I think we're going to. Let's see, right there. Paper is just so deliciously old. Now, what else do we have here? Well, this one hasn't got a house on it, does it? Mm-mm. No, it doesn't. Possibility. Anything else? Anything else? Look at this little bit of pre-made goodness. That's the anything else. That's the anything else right there. Leave a little of the grain. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We'll do that. We certainly will. We certainly will. Now I need something tiny. So, back to the tiny bits. Back to the tiny bits. Well, hello. Hello, tiny bits. That might do. Might do. To put these tiny bits in here. What else do we have? Let's put a bit more of my painty paper. That plays up that white up there nicely. And I'm kind of trying to be a little bit low-key on these because the raggeties that I'm going to put in there are, they kind of make a statement of their own. So, let's see what we see now. I'm thinking yes. Let's do some gluing. This walnut looks so lovely on this old paper. I'm wondering if we're not going to go to this really dry, because I can get up close to the edge here with a very fine line, and it's quite enough to hold that piece in place. So and yes, a drop here, and here and here. Just little tiny ones, as you can see. And another one. Right there. Oops, 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 oops. Better late than never. And this glue only gets better when it gets to wait a little bit, so there we go. And last one. Right there. And let's see about this color. No. No. Nope, 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 nope. Let's see whether we like. Sepia. Maybe just a touch of black. And now, when I have a pen, I just it's just what I have to do. something. Well, look what I just found. I just found something. And it even has green in it. Oh, thank you. The magic envelope did it again. Magic envelope did it again. I think I'll put the sorry down first. Not too much. And right there. Do I want the whole thing now? No. I don't want this bit. I'm going to remove the green now. Gone. Keep calm and put the kettle on. Oh yes. True words. So. Now, back to old standby here. Back to old standby. Put your finger in it, too. Not such a good idea. Get this open, open, open. Well, I'm thinking that is as much as I'm going to add now, because let's see what it's going to look like in real life. We have this blue one going in up here. We have this pink one coming in here. I want them to drape over the sides a little bit, that's good. And then this one down here. Well, I'm thinking that is it for this raggedy pocket inclusion. I probably might be inclined to put one or two more smaller things in. But this is where we are now. I do hope that you have enjoyed sharing this craft with me today. Making this certainly has helped calm me down, and I do hope that you will give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. See you soon.